Alright, we are back. Another vid on Build the Enterprise. Originally from Eaglemoss, now with Fanhome. And if you saw my previous vid, I had to stop because I was missing the replacement parts for my nacelle that was from book 1, pack 2. So in pack 45, Eaglemoss was sending out replacement parts because this coloring was wrong and this light is the wrong color, so they would have you swap out parts. Well, since I restarted with Fanhome, now that they have this whole thing, they're not sending that out. Customer service, I give them an F, so they have failed me. What they did the first time is they sent me another pack 45 that does not contain the parts needed. It does have the extra screw packs you need, which is interesting, but not the replacement parts for the original bad nacelle from Eaglemoss. Got with them again, had some beef with them back and forth. Look, I'm doing these videos here. Should I not do these videos? I don't want people buying this, Build Enterprise-D model based off my videos if I'm having problems. No problem, sir. We're gonna send you out what you need. They sent me yet another pack 45 with missing the replacement parts. So here's the thing. If you're restarting this from scratch with Fanhome, you're not going to have this problem. There's probably, I don't know how many of us out there that started with Eaglemoss and still had, there was that right timing bracket to where, we needed the addendum, which was coming in pack 45, that gave us the replacement parts for this nacelle. All the new people with Fanhome are getting the right parts. So, you're going to be fine if you're starting it new. Some of you with Eaglemoss may have been fine too because you already got your replacement parts. I had a little bit of a break there. I fell into a bracket, and I don't know how many of us out there. So I had 2 of these kits that I don't need. Here's the solution, because I'm almost halfway. I'm getting close to being halfway done with this build. I'm keeping it going. Even though they're customer services, I'm giving them an F on this situation. Here's the workaround. Giant box, and you can see there. Sometimes you get shipments in there in this Diagostini collectibles box, because I believe that's the parent company to Fanhome. And here's the workaround. Go on their site, subscribe with a new subscription, and yes, you can have more than one of these, and you're gonna get let me get this out. You're gonna get Build Book 1, which is gonna come with the Assembly Pack 1, which is this bridge piece that you won't need, and you're gonna get the correct nacelle. And the reason why I'm going with this workaround, you can do this for $8 because it's their promo to get you hooked on the thing, and you got to cancel it immediately. $8 right now, and they have free shipping. So for $8, I'm gonna be back in the business. Fanhome spent more money shipping me 2 of the wrong kits than it would, if these are only $8, the free shipping. But their customer service refused to send me. I even specifically asked for this one, and they said, "Oh, we can't do that because you restarted on this number." I think that's why they kept sending me the pack 45, because they're keyboard punchers. They're not people that know anything about Star Trek. Their customer service people that I dealt with do not know anything about Star Trek. If you're talking about a nacelle or whatever, a warp engine, anything, they don't know what you're talking about. Even though I specifically tried to get them just to send me this whole pack at one point. They refused to do it. They sent me another pack 45. So here's the workaround in this particular situation. $8. I'm back in business. you can see what we're talking about on the coloring thing that's different here. You know, I already know this running light is kind of a clear blue looking, but on the replacement here it should be, yep, there's a red one. Some people say the running light's supposed to be clear, but on this side of the ship it's supposed to be red. Now I got to build this up and we'll be ready to move on to, we'll be back on track. So I got to redo pack 2. That's what we're going to do in this video. Then I can move on to 46 finally. All right, are you still with me? $8 solution. Tell me what you think. Should I had to have done this? No, that's why customer service get an F. All right. Some deja vu. Of course, it has been a long time since I did this pack. Long time. All right, here we go. Grab the main piece of the nacelle here. The nacelle finish on it's not that great. There's some, you know, under the paint. I don't know if that's some crud or what, and they just paint over it. This one had it too. It's just in a different spot, but otherwise I might consider swapping it. It's kind of a trade-off. I'm just going with it. It is what it is at this point. We're gonna grab this updated Fanhome field projector. Now there is like some little whoops here, some little dippies. Those are going to go towards the forward end, so you just slot this in like that. Pretty easy. We get our red. Get this out. Get our red light piece here. This is the formation light. Port side. Some people say it should be clear, but port lights are red. Right. There's a little notch. Kind of feed that in accordingly. That's kind of a semicircle. Do it like that. And then we have this little clear Bessard EM field projector reflector. It's just a clear piece, and it has a little matching whoops, dippy-doos in it as well. And that sucker, trying to do this around the camera. That sucker's just going to lay in there. Let's see. Something like that. Get this plastic skeletal framework here. And we're going to put this in place. We're going to secure it down with some AM screws. That's what that's going to look like. It holds the red light lens in there, holds everything in place. AM screws. Oops. Make sure I got this thing sitting all the way down in there, because I don't. There we go. Make sure it's all in there flush. One at the front here, and the M and the AM on the screw means it's going in the middle. Again, some people putting little drops of oil in there. I have not to this date. That one went in super easy. I remember there was something with the screws on the original pack, but I think we got the right ones here. AM. We're going to go down the side here. Everywhere it tells us in the instructions, basically. Try not to slide this thing around. Mar up my finish on this beautiful nacelle they sent me. Get our BM screws ready. Those are next. Nacelle front end. That's going to slot in like this. And this one gets some BM screws. A little bit different. Still the metal screws. Or screws intended to go in metal. So the threads are cut differently on the metal versus the ones that are going into plastic parts. Just if you ever are looking for extra screws in your little packs. Normally they'll send you some extras, like 1 or 2 extra on each little pack. Put them in a little, those little hobby cases. They do send you one, or at least I got one with Eaglemoss. Back in the day, I don't know if Fanhome's still doing this, but start putting your, and you can just the same cheap cases you can get at a hobby store. Just separate your, label them on the inside and start putting extra screws in there. You would think you wouldn't need them, but every once in a while you do, because you wind up dropping one or whatever. So it's nice too. That one is loose as a goose. Gotta tighten that up more. We got our, they're calling it warp engine field grill, left and a right one. Gotta set these in there. Let's see. Do believe this one's gonna slot in on this side. You have little tabs that are gonna go line up on the nacelle. There's little notch portions it fits in. And you're going to use, these should be some AP, P for plastic, so when you do these, just make sure you snug them down. Don't over tighten any of the plastic, any of the screws going into plastic. Because you can strip stuff out. I don't know if I'll leave all this footage raw or speed it up. So if you're getting the raw, it's going to be lengthy. I do remember like enjoying like how big of a piece these first two packs get you, because some of the later ones are very underwhelming on what you're doing. Alright, get our other side, slot it in, rinse and repeat with the screws. AP screws on this side. As well. You know, what's funny is, you know, you go to the Fanhome site and there's a question and answer thing, and it's like, can you, if you have missing or broken parts from a previous issue, can you just order that issue? And they say, no, not at this time. However, you can restart this kit wherever you want. So just start on the issue pack that you need. Now I guess you won't get the whole, just one individual pack. You'll get the whole like box that will contain normally four issue packs, whatever the hell they call them, assembly packs inside. So that is kind of an overburden on cost. So I do wish they would do individuals. This one works out because it's the intro pack to get this correct piece, and so it's cheaper. Alright, field grill on the rear. This blue guy right here, that's going to go in around like that. And again, 2 AP screws. And I'm missing, oh, there's one. I had some still in this bag. I was about to say, how am I missing screws? Normally they give you 1 or 2 extra in these packs. I can't see what I'm slotting this into. Okay, do I have all those snugged in? I do believe I do. Don't want to over tighten those. Okay, everything looking all right there. And let's see. Oh yeah, so you just got to keep this on the side as an extra part. That's my other favorite thing, is when they just give you extra parts to hang on to that you can't really use yet. You know what I mean? So, but let's compare correct and incorrect. Alright, so there you can see on the left side is what you should have. On the right side is the old Eaglemoss version, which they were sending addendums to. And then it is a little more difficult to discern in this lighting, but the one on the right is a blue light, and then this one's red. So here we go. Now we have our correct pieces. We can move on to the next build in the series, and this, I guess, just sits on the shelf. Post up comments down below. Should you have to do this? If you run into this situation, would you do this? Would you continue on? Almost halfway through the build, it's like they kind of got you by the barrel here. But an F on customer service for Fanhome at this point in time. If you've had good experience with their customer service, post up that. I like to hear both sides of it, but there we go. $8 workaround. Boom.